SMT Nation, we back. Nation, big news out of AT&T. We got disclosures about the network. I'm actually going to just go over the two items from this, article and the interview that it came from. But I'm going to explain why this is a good thing. Initially, it may seem like, the network is going to be congested and you got all this usage and doom and gloom, the network's going to get slow. I actually think it's the opposite. I think that high usage increases the likelihood that AT&T pays more attention to the wireless network. So I'll be sure to link this article for you in the description for you to follow along to or read all the details on your own. But kind of turn this video into two pieces. So piece number one, AT&T says that it has seen 30% increases in data traffic annually on their network. Okay, so what's being dubbed as the killer application? AT&T says their network is the killer application. Now, in and of itself, they're wrong. The network is not the killer application. The killer applications are those that can use the network. And in order for AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, whomever, to monetize their network, they need new use cases. Because the old use cases, right, mobile phone usage, ain't cutting it, right? They need a return on invested capital. They have put tens of billions of dollars every year into these networks, and they need a return. They're not going to do it just on having a network. It's what people can do with the network. And I would push back even further and say enterprise and business, even more so. Anyways, with respect to the network usage and that trend, the quote from Chris Sambar, and that would be the, what is his position? The network president or whatever, chief technical officer, I suppose, said over the last 3 years, our network has seen an annual 30% increase in traffic. He also added the caveat that the per usage traffic growth has actually been more than 30%. He said this is the direct result of the pace of innovation and the changing needs of how people integrate technology into their everyday life. Our network is the new killer app, and it's paving the way for what's next. Well, to be honest with you, Mr. Sambar, it's just higher video resolution and more video consumption. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you ain't playing us. Anyways, moving on, he said, never in the history of our network have we seen so much traffic. Thousands of customers moved on to the 5G SA network. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And that's a new wrinkle in the fold. Everybody's been asking Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, when are we going to do this national standalone 5G network core and all this? And he said, in the not too distant future, 5G connected cars will be on this SA 5G portion as well. So you're going to be seeing more and more mention of this. Then he went on to say, blah, 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 healthcare, manufacturing, blah, 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 public sector, blah, 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 whatever. We'll see when we get there. He went on to discuss the fiber piece, right? They have the most fiber, 60,000 miles built out last year, 1 million plus location passings added this year. And on wireless, he reports that AT&T's mid-band 5G spectrum, the C-band, the DoD, now covers 175 million pops of coverage. So there it is. Their network is the killer 5G feature. Okay, so we got two pieces of info there, right? Standalone network update. It looks like their data-only connections are the ones that are, currently operating over the SA 5G core. And just like Verizon, right, we're still seeing the voice lines are not running on SA 5G. They're leaving that to a more trusted, stable, and reliable NSA connection. All right, but I would expect that to change starting next year, folks. We're basically entering the final quarter here, right? All that's left is October, November, and December, right? So we're wrapping up Q3. We're going into Q4. So by next year, I think a lot of devices, especially the new iPhone generation, the new Galaxy's Pixels, when they're on the AT&T network as well as Verizon and T-Mobile, you're going to be seeing a whole lot of standalone 5G. And definitely expect subsequently some LTE spectrum to start moving over to the 5G side. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be AWS, band 66 spectrum. Maybe it'll be some other stuff. T-Mobile's got some things AT&T's got some things they could play with, right? Band 30 and some other stuff, but they can do it. They can start doing it once that SA core is active and you need more channels that you can aggregate, 3 and 4 carriers. Yep, sky's the limit. And then really, it's going to be the devices that are going to be, I guess, that have to be upgraded. Right now, the RAN network side should be golden. The core will be golden, and then our devices have to catch up, which we should get that, with the next generation of 5G modems. Okay, so exciting stuff. What do you guys think of that usage? Much higher than we usually predict. Usually we expect around a 20% annual increase. AT&T says 30%, and the SA update, big news there. All right, tell me. Give me your thoughts and opinions, folks. Tell me what you think of all this. Well, the voice of the people, the SMT Nation, let your voice be heard. Big shout out to the folks that have been supporting the channel, the coffee link, the super chats, everybody that's been supporting. The the YouTube side is very challenging right now, right? And we're happy to create the content. Just things been rough, and you guys have responded. Thank you to all that have supported us, all the anonymous coffees. Thank you so much for supporting. And if you want to support us, there's a way to do it. We got the Patreon. We have the YouTube memberships. We have, one-time supports. You can do all that. All those are in the description. Thanks again, folks. We shall see you all in the next video. Peace.